Welcome to Grand Prix, your go-to channel for the fastest updates in Formula One. We've got 3 hot stories for you, so make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay ahead of the pack. Let's get started. Hey everyone, welcome back. Here's a quick and direct update for you about the world of Formula One. If you don't want to miss any detail about this 2025 season, make sure to subscribe to the channel right now and hit the notification bell to stay up to date with all the latest. Let's get straight into it. We have new developments regarding the Sauber team, also known by its current branding as Stake F1 Team, the home of Brazilian driver Gabriel Bortoleto. At the moment, Sauber is considered one of the weakest teams on the grid, struggling to keep up with the more competitive midfield and top-tier outfits. However, the organization is already looking ahead to 2026, a pivotal year when Sauber will be fully acquired and operated by Audi. The transition is expected to bring a significant boost to the team's resources, technical capabilities, and ultimately, on-track performance. Both management and fans are hopeful that this will result in a dramatic turnaround for the team. But before that long-term transformation happens, there's the question of what the team can do right now to stay competitive in 2025. Speaking about this, the team's new principal, Jonathan Wheatley, who recently took the reins, shared important insights. According to Wheatley, Sauber's main focus so far this season has been on understanding the car's design and performance, meticulously analyzing every piece of data to determine whether they are headed in the right development direction. He emphasized that only after gaining this deeper understanding can the team start to make targeted improvements. The good news? Wheatley confirmed that the team now has a clear idea of what needs to be done to unlock more potential from the current package. However, and this is crucial, Wheatley also pointed out that it is too soon to announce a timeline for any major upgrades. The team's philosophy is to be methodical, ensuring that when the upgrade comes, it is not just a hopeful experiment, but a well-researched and effective package. The team knows that in F1's current competitive landscape, even small differences in car performance can lead to big changes in race results. Additionally, Wheatley mentioned that after the Spanish Grand Prix, there could be a reshuffling of the competitive order on the grid. This is expected due to the new FIA technical directives regarding aerodynamics and car flexibility, rules that will force every team to make adjustments, potentially changing the balance of power. Sauber is eyeing this as a golden opportunity. With a carefully timed upgrade package aligned with the new regulations, the team hopes to climb a few positions in the standings. Wheatley made it clear, there is no rush. The focus is on ensuring that their next move is the right one, as rushing into an ill-prepared update could result in setbacks instead of progress. So, for now, Sauber is sticking to a measured approach, a strategy that emphasizes understanding and precision over haste. The confidence within the team is high that, very soon, they'll introduce a solid upgrade package capable of making a real difference on the track. But now we turn to you. What do you think about Sauber's approach? Are they right to take their time, making sure they fully understand their car before rushing any upgrades? Or do you think they should be more aggressive, taking risks to try and catch up with the rest of the midfield right now? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Stay tuned for more updates and analyses right here, as we continue to follow Sauber's journey and all the latest developments in the fast-moving world of Formula One. Here's a quick and direct update about the world of Formula One, keeping you informed as we head into another race week. If you don't want to miss anything, make sure to subscribe to the channel and join our community. And if you enjoy this content, give it a like. It helps support our work here at Grand Prix Plus. Now, let's talk about one of the most significant figures in F1 engineering, Adrian Newey. As you know, Newey left Red Bull last year and has since joined Aston Martin, starting his new role a few months ago. However, his involvement so far has been exclusively focused on the 2026 car, which will be built under the new technical regulations set to radically change the sport. A few weeks ago, there were reports of internal dissatisfaction within the Aston Martin team. Some members were reportedly frustrated that Newey had refused to get involved with solving the issues of their 2025 car, which has shown serious performance problems this season. The team had hoped he might contribute to at least mitigating those problems to make the car more competitive. However, it seems the team and Newey have now reached a middle ground. Some of the concepts and components designed for the 2026 car have already been introduced into the 2025 chassis, serving two purposes. First, to help improve the current car's performance, and second, to test whether these ideas for the future car will actually work in real race conditions, confirming whether the data from wind tunnel experiments and simulations aligns with the on-track reality. At the Imola Grand Prix, Aston Martin debuted part of these updates on their car, with further developments planned for the upcoming races. The immediate result was a noticeable improvement in performance. Both Fernando Alonso and Lance Stroll displayed stronger form, especially in qualifying and race pace. Unfortunately, both drivers were somewhat hampered by safety car incidents and other on-track variables, but the overall performance trend was positive. The big news for this week's Monaco Grand Prix is that Adrian Newey will be physically present in the Aston Martin garage for the first time since he left Red Bull. Since his departure, Newey has not been seen actively participating in any race weekend operations. His presence at Monaco will therefore mark a significant moment for both him and the team. However, it's important to note that, according to reports, Newey is expected to be there primarily as an observer, analyzing data, evaluating the new updates, and familiarizing himself with the working dynamics of the team in race conditions. His role, for now, is not expected to involve making direct suggestions, participating in setup adjustments, or taking on active technical responsibilities during the weekend. Nonetheless, just having Adrian Newey present in the garage is a major plus for Aston Martin. His experience, technical knowledge, and sheer presence add significant value, not just in terms of engineering, but also in bolstering the team's brand image and reputation within the paddock and with sponsors. Of course, the big question is, will Newey be able to truly remain just an observer? Or will he feel compelled to get involved, offering advice, and perhaps even steering some of the technical decisions on the spot? Only time will tell. Now over to you, what do you think? With Adrian Newey on board, will Aston Martin finally make its way back to the top of Formula One, either this season or next? Do you think his influence is already making a difference? Or will it take until 2026 for us to see the real impact of his work? This past weekend at the Imola Grand Prix, we witnessed a significant shift in the balance of power on the Formula One grid. Red Bull managed to outperform McLaren, showcasing an incredibly strong race pace. Max Verstappen dominated the race, taking the victory without ever being truly threatened by his rivals. Of course, the circumstances of the race also played a part in Verstappen's dominance, but it's undeniable that Red Bull's car performance improved significantly. Let us know in the comments. Were you expecting Verstappen to be this strong? Do you think, from now on, he'll become a more active contender for the championship title? The Red Bull's sudden surge in form caught McLaren somewhat off guard, particularly since the track conditions in Imola were very similar to what we saw a few weeks ago at Miami, where McLaren was dominant, especially due to their superior tire management. But this time, it seems that Red Bull managed to optimize tire usage far better, with Verstappen executing long stints that greatly benefited him during critical phases of the race. One of those moments came when the safety car was deployed. Verstappen was able to gain significant time during a pit stop, allowing him to maintain his advantage over the McLarens. Even after the safety car period bunched up the pack, Verstappen left no chance for the McLaren drivers to mount an attack, displaying a level of dominance that we hadn't seen from Red Bull in quite some time. Up until now, they often required extreme conditions to stand out, such as what happened at the Japanese Grand Prix. When asked about the turnaround, Red Bull insisted that there was nothing extraordinary about their car following the updates. Instead, they pointed out that McLaren made strategic mistakes that set them back. Regardless of who was at fault, what's clear is that the margins at the top of the grid are razor thin, and even a small update, such as the one Red Bull introduced this weekend, can make a car much more balanced and competitive. After the race, Verstappen confirmed that his car's operating window had significantly widened, meaning it was no longer sliding excessively. He remarked that the grip levels on Sunday were far superior compared to what he experienced on Friday, where he had voiced significant frustrations about the car's behavior. The team managed to fine-tune the setup on Saturday, which translated into the strong race performance we saw. Another factor that clearly worked in Red Bull's favor was the characteristics of the Imola circuit itself. The high-speed corners suit Red Bull's car much better, whereas McLaren's strength lies in low-speed sections. Nevertheless, the difference between the two cars across all sectors was minimal. If this trend continues, the championship battle is far from over. Not only will McLaren's drivers be in the mix, but Verstappen looks poised to make a serious attempt at securing his fifth world title in 2025. Both teams, McLaren and Red Bull, are expected to bring further upgrades in the coming races. As we've seen, these small details make a big difference in the current F1 landscape. A particularly crucial round will be the Spanish Grand Prix at Barcelona, where many teams, including these two, will introduce significant new developments. Adding to the intrigue, the FIA's new technical directives are set to come into force soon, which could further shake up the competitive order. These rule adjustments could alter how some teams manage their car aerodynamics and components, potentially creating yet more changes in the pecking order.